What's up, everybody? This is Chris Heller. We're back with another episode of Top Shot Shot Clock. And today, my guest is Steven Schill. What's going on, dude?
Not a lot. Apparently in Canada today, we have a complete blizzard. I know that it is April, but right now it is just a complete snowstorm outside here.
Yeah. Seasons make no sense anymore. I just gave up on that a few years ago.
That's true, but it's the Canadian way, I suppose. We're a little bit different up here.
I do appreciate you are the first formal attire guest of this show with the bow tie and the button down. Is that specifically for the Top Shot Shot Clock audience?
Exactly. One thing that I've noticed, at least kind of like growing up, is like, why not try to stand out in a way? And before I actually did PA announcing for my college's basketball team and volleyball team, and I just thought, hey, I would dress up. And I used to just kind of like go around town, and I wasn't in a big area or anything. And there's some people like, hey, are you the guy that does the announcing? And it was just people notice you because you dressed up, and it's weird. A little effort goes a long way.
For sure. Got to stand out from the crowd, be unique. What's your role in the Top Shot ecosystem and community?
So for me, I'm one of the Twitch streamers. I know there's a whole bunch of them out there, but I stream pretty much every single day covering Top Shot. The pack drops are really the ultimate idea for it, because it's something where, we're in this virtual environment, and it's like, why not come together in a way, celebrate the packs, the joy, the excitement, the long wait times. Why not do it all together?
And you mentioned you're calling from Canada today. Is that born and raised in Canada, and what part?
Yes, sir. I'm about 2 hours away from Toronto, 2 hours away from Ottawa, kind of like right in the middle, but I'm from like Belleville, Ontario, for anyone that does know the area.
All right. Awesome. And are you ready to get involved and play Top Shot Shot Clock?
I am very ready to play Top Shot Shot Clock.
I came for the bow tie. You came for 24 questions. So let's rock. All right. Question 1 for our guy, the Schiller. You famously quit your job to focus on live streaming full time. What was that job that you left in the dust?
So I used to work as a student recruiter, and essentially I just went to different high schools and I said, hey, here's the college that I work for. These are the reasons why you should come here. I was able to actually do that internationally as well. So I almost got kidnapped in Panama, which is a story we could talk about later, but had a lot of opportunities, and it was really just talking about youth and kind of helping them find their career path.
Definitely. When I start a long form podcast, that Panama story is coming back, and I'm in Costa Rica now, and like I have to leave every 90 days for visa purposes, and Panama is a very common one. So now I might be a little hesitant to make that.
It's quite an ordeal. It was one of like the weirdest things. And again, like I didn't speak another language when I did this trip. So that was a huge thing. If you can speak another language, number one, absolute props to you. But yeah, it definitely helps in those kind of situations.
I can imagine. All things being equal, are you a jersey number guy or a serial number 1 guy?
Number 1 all the way. I think that the jersey numbers are cool, but for anyone that you are trying to show a collection to that happens to not know certain players, you have to always point out, hey, this is a jersey number 1. It's always number 1. You know what it is. When you get that gold medal trophy, you feel kind of good. I mean, Chris, you're going to be the number 1 guy with the show not too long from now. And I think that's what you'd prefer, rather than just being, here's the number that I represent. Number 1 all the way, baby.
That is a perfect answer. When you were a little kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Firefighter, oddly enough, except I'm like 5'6". I'm not very strong, and I like want to throw up every time I see blood or anything like that. So that definitely never happened, but it was something that I always thought was very admirable. I thought it was cool. And I mean, like, you grow up watching like Rescue Heroes and some other like kind of cool shows. And it was just, at the time it was a passion. Then when you grow up, you're like, I'm not suited for this whatsoever.
Not at all. You are a Detroit Pistons fan. Is Ben Wallace a Hall of Famer?
I mean, the Malice and the Palace is everything with Detroit. It depends on if you look at it from purely a playing standpoint or, from Detroit, because every single year for the All-Star game, they're trying to get one person from every single team. I'd say yes. Other people might say, I don't know. But I mean, it's Detroit basketball, baby.
Let's say you're preparing for a game 7. You're in the locker room about to go out for the biggest game of your life. What song are you putting on your headphones to get you ready?
Okay, people are going to absolutely cringe, but probably like Fireflies by Owl City. It's like an older song. Some people will know it. Some people won't. It's not really that much of a pump up song, but it's something that I always grew up listening to him. And I used to play the piano and stuff. And I really liked his music. So probably that, oddly enough.
I don't know the song or Owl City, but I am cringing. What's your favorite NFT project outside of Top Shot?
Outside of Top Shot, I mean, we've had some different people on the show. So in all honesty, I've thought there's a lot of really, really cool ones. There's a thing out right now called crypto waifus. And I just think it's hilarious that they're coming up with this concept of it's like an NFT, but it's like, hey, you know what? Like there's a lot of people out there, you don't like have anything. And it's a drawing of like a waifu and their token is called Uwu, oddly enough. So I think that it's just something that's kind of like the anime audience is going to really, really like going forward. And I think that it's got a lot of potential.
All right, very cool. I'll have to check that out. What would you eat for your last meal?
Chris, that's a really good question. Probably some form of sushi. I can't be too specific because I like pretty much all sushi, but absolutely that.
I had sushi last night and will gladly accept that answer. So I looked at your account on Top Shot. We have the same exact top most valuable moment in our respective accounts. It's the LeBron MGLE. 10 years from, or 5 years from today, rather. The low ask right now is $35K. What's the low ask in 5 years?
In 5 years, oh my God. Okay, so at like current pace, assuming that, you know, we really pop off here, I would say at minimum, we could see that one upwards of 300,000 5 years from now. I think that would be like a realistic number. I think it could be significantly higher, but if we're trying to make like a realistic prediction, I think about 350.
All right, sounds good to me. What's your go-to karaoke song?
Go-to karaoke song? Probably anything by Post Malone because it doesn't actually require too much singing for it, you know, because it's like slow strumming. It's, you know, it's more like talking in a way, so it doesn't have to point out that I can't sing anymore. How about yourself?
Hey, when I'm on your live stream, you get to ask the question.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
You're going on a cross-country road trip, and you have to take 3 Top Shot personalities, creators, collectors with you in the car. Who's coming?
I'm taking Plunge Father because I think he's an absolute killer on that stuff. Personality-wise, oh my God, this is going to be tough. There's a lot of people out there. Plunge just for the characteristics for sure. I think LG Doucette for the first minute because I think he would just figure out how to do stuff if we got lost. And then, oh man, the W Junior. He's a guy on Twitter. He's not. I don't think he's on many live streams or anything, but the guy is just super positive. So if things went awful, he would just stay positive the whole time. So probably him.
Love the rationale for each one. Great job. What's your favorite movie of all time?
There's like an animated movie that's kind of older called Dragonlance that I really, really like, but otherwise one that people will actually know is Lord of the Rings, of course.
Okay. What are you great at?
What am I great at? I think like engaging with people, talking. I think like, I guess that sounds kind of weird, but there's a lot of people that, you know, with the internet age and everything like that, and, you know, texting being a thing, we're finding that, you know, we need entertainment. We need people to talk. And that's one thing that I'm great at. And for me, like I'm not very knowledgeable at certain aspects, but I love engaging other people that are very smart about things and kind of learning from them. So one thing I'm great at, is talking.
Proving it daily on your live Twitch stream. Who is a content creator in the space that you just can't miss? They put out something, an article, a video that you just have to check.
Honestly, like I love checking out your stuff, to be honest with you, because you're creating like a lot of things where you can kind of get a little bit of everyone. And I think that everybody has a different niche in the space, and being able to kind of find out different stuff or getting pointed to, quote unquote, the most relevant or interesting thing at the time is really valuable in this kind of time with Top Shot, because there's still people that join that have no idea about anything. And I know like Jennifer Sudo, she's been posting a lot of YouTube videos about kind of like how to, and I think that that's really cool as well. But for you, like, I mean, you coming through with all the good stuff and making people, you know, aware of what's out there, because it is kind of hard to find. It truly is.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Extra points for kissing up to the host here. How does NBA Top Shot fail?
How does NBA Topshot fail? I think that if they don't really get new people on board, that's really the only way. I think that this is revolutionary for a number of different points. I think the community that's built right now is one of the greatest things on earth, if I'm honest with you. Before I got into Topshot, I played Warzone every single night with friends, and that was cool. But there's never been anything that I've been a part of that has the community that Topshot does. And really, it's just about getting more people on board, because the more the merrier.
What is a piece of advice that has always stuck with you?
When I went to, or when I chose my high school, we had somebody that came to my elementary school, and they kind of talked and they said, put in the effort, try to make yourself stand out, get involved, because you're going to regret it if you don't. And ever since then, I've been involved. I've run charity concerts. I mean, I'm doing the Twitch stream now, quit my job for it. I've always taken every opportunity that's kind of been thrown my way. And I think that, always take it while it's hot.
Awesome. Love it. You are a known LaMelo fan, right? You have 23, I believe, in your account. 20 years from now, you're giving his Hall of Fame speech in 24 seconds or less. How are you describing his career?
From day one, we knew he was special. We watched him throughout high school. Sure, his dad was a thing. It's something that was, a part of everything. But we know, when we saw him get drafted, he was excited. The people in the room, they didn't look thrilled. Everybody said, oh my God, he's going to Charlotte. And then he went there. From day one, he was impressive on NBA Topshot. He was the hottest moment on the platform at the time. We've seen him rise from about $27 all the way up to, I think it was like 4.5 thousand. He's going to be remembered. He's going to be just the man. I can't even express how cool it is that we're living in the initial start right now of what it is then. And to look back at what this career could be, I might not even be doing it justice, because, hey, you don't know. It's year one and he's 19.
I almost see a tear coming from your eye as you give that emotional moment speech. What is a pet peeve of yours?
Chris, this is a good one. Oh my God. There's so many things. I think it's just being like, for people that don't read the room in a way, like I think for anyone, like when something emotional is going on, or they feel like they need to speak up or something whenever a serious event is happening, that's one thing that drives me nuts, is like just being aware of your surroundings in a way. And if there's kind of, something that you think, hey, this is stupid, but there's a lot of people that are not necessarily like suffering or something, but if you just can't like read the room, I think that's like a huge annoyance of mine. What is a Topshot regret? Something that you, looking back, could have done differently? I should have just bought all packs. I went and I tried to get from people, like when packs were available on the marketplace, every single time I used to try to go for like those top 100 cereals, and I used to trade for them. I should have just bought packs back in the day. There was one time when I bought like 35 or something. Damn it, Chris. I wish I could go back and just buy packs after packs after packs.
What about a real life regret?
Real life regret? I don't really have too many like real life regrets per se. So I honestly can't give you one. I'm pretty happy with every decision I've ever made, and I've never looked back and been like, damn it, I wish I did something different, because I'm here today doing this and I love it. All
right. Great answer. Great attitude. Say Topshot shot clock 4 times very fast.
Topshot shot clock, Topshot shot clock, Topshot shot clock, Topshot shot clock.
Well done. What's a book that you think everyone should read?
I have it in the other room. I don't even know what it's called, but it was something about like mastering confidence or something along those lines. I think that for anyone that feels like they're not confident in certain situations, or they, steer away from certain things, just pick up any kind of book that talks about that and just read through it for a second. Like, even if it's a single page, and it just kind of like opens up your mind, and the things you can do when you're just confident about something is like world changing. It's the best thing you can ever do.
You're in charge of Topshot for the day. What's the first thing that you're changing?
I add the trade feature, or the ability to bid on something. I think one of the coolest things that Topshot can do is if you log in every day and you can look at a bunch of trades that people want to offer you, and that can include Dapper Balance. If it includes a moment, it doesn't really matter. So if we're talking about the LeBrons, let's say that you want to trade your LeBron for an absolute ton of LaMelos. Right now, that price doesn't work out, but in theory, I could be like, hell yeah, like I want to get that bulk item for all, or sell my bulk item for that single item, I think that would be awesome. Waking up every day and like kind of going through your offers on Top Shot.
I'm for it. So hopefully they're listening, and that will be on the bucket list. What are you afraid of?
What am I afraid of? Oh, geez. That's a good thing. I guess like failing in a way. Like I'm a very confident person, but like in terms of like the Twitch channel and everything, it's just like, you know, we're at a spot right now where I'm really, really happy with it. And I hope that we can like always do that. But, you know, if we ever don't have the audience anymore, I guess that's the only thing that I'm like really afraid of potentially failing at. But, you know, we're chugging along here. All
right. Well, you're going back to your confidence and making all the right decisions. I foresee that all working out for you. And this is this is the 24th question here. Just time flies when you're having fun, man. What will cause the next market boom?
I really think it's the advertising wave. There's a lot of people that say, oh, you know what, there's this or that. I've said before that I think, you know, potentially if crypto goes insane, that's an opportunity as well. But Top Shot always moves together. So right now the market's kind of collectively down. When we were pumped up, everything was pumped up. Sure, certain numbers were higher, but everything moves together. And so when we get more people on board and the money kind of flowing in there, I'm really excited to see where we go with it.
Amazing. You killed it. 24 down, just like that. How do you feel?
I feel great. I feel fantastic. I feel energetic in a way. Like, it's good. Chris, you got really good vibes. I'm super pumped that you invited me for this, and I can't wait to see the other guests that you have coming on.
Thanks, man. It was great to have you. And, you know, I love your energy. And that's what, you know, I gravitated to you initially when I first saw you a couple months ago as a content creator. And that's why I connected and we reached out and got to this point. So definitely keep doing what you're doing, and just remind people again where they can find you on the interwebs.
So I stream daily on twitch.tv, and you can just slash that Von, VON _ Schiller, SCHILLER, or if you just type NBA Topshot on Twitch, there's only a handful of us that are there, so you'll definitely find some VODs on that.
Amazing. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. I appreciate you coming here today.
I appreciate you. W.
Thank you. My W is usually for Wu-Tang, but I'll take it for the win. See you soon, bud. Thanks.